South Park making the most of their free speech rights before it gets sued away from them.
The White House is firing back at Comedy Central's South Park after the season premiere.
South Park's season premiere was one for the history books.
The episode Wednesday included a scene showing President Trump lying in bed with Satan. Hey, Satan.
I'm not in the mood right now.
It was amazing, it was brutal, and I fucking love these guys for their balls.
Season 27's premiere, Sermon on the Mount, is, without question, the most insane thing South Park has ever done.
They've been talking about how they need a liberal Joe Rogan forever.
Did you see the South Park episode?
Which one?
They did a Donald Trump one with Satan.
No.
It's fucking hilarious.
That episode aired one day before the FCC finally approved the Paramount Skydance merger.
It's just, I love having a good pop culture story to talk about, especially one that's as topical as this. What do you think?
I think Matt and Trey just wanted to remind us, they truly do not give a single fuck.
They don't give a fuck, dude.
No.
They haven't given a fuck since the beginning, and it's the greatest show of all time.
Yeah.
When it gets bleak out there and when people are being cowards, it is a real shot in the arm to see the South Park people being like, absolutely not.
Totally. Like, repeatedly referring to the fact that Trump's an insecure little bitch who will sue you if you ever fucking disagree with him.
You also very often get to see a depiction of Donald Trump's fully nude, tiny penis, which, look, this is an artistic interpretation of his genitalia.
Which featured a running, very graphic, very hilarious joke about Trump having a teeny tiny penis.
He has a tiny penis, and also his tiny penis speaks to him.
It's very, very funny. A tiny little Donald Trump penis with cartoon eyes on the end of it says, "I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message."
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I endorse this message.
Trump. His penis is teeny tiny.
Donald Trump. His penis is teeny tiny.
Yeah. Repeatedly alluding to his tiny little dick.
There's no jokes. Now, to be fair, there are jokes, but they're not about Trump. It's just they show naked cartoon Trump, and everyone keeps saying he has a tiny penis. And then he goes, "Come on, I'm going to sue you, gang." Yeah.
How could they be so mean to Donald Trump? And they are. They are vicious.
It is brutal.
It gets worse. The plot of the episode, short version.
It's all about the death of wokeness and the death of political correctness.
The boys at South Park are very confused because, first off, Cartman can't listen to NPR, which he loved because it was always full of women and minorities complaining about things. And that's his watch. Their tears of sadness brought him great joy. And he's like, what's happened?
And Cartman's actually really upset about that because Cartman was anti-woke, was anti-PC, but when everybody becomes that, now he doesn't feel special anymore and he fucking hates it.
So beautiful because they have cartoons, and you could do things with cartoons you could never do with real people.
Yeah.
You can kill them, they can fuck each other, they can stick things up their ass.
Yeah.
They got him at like these Jeffrey Epstein-like parties in the White House.
Oh my God.
They got pictures on the wall of him like fucking a sheep in one thing. And they got like phallic ones of him shooting guns.
It's all about him
and
having a tiny
like,
dick too, right?
Yeah, they literally
And they say, well, Donald Trump has canceled NPR. And he's like, what? Donald Trump can't cancel a show. Wink, wink.
Paramount also catches heat in depictions of 60 Minutes where the hosts are literally afraid to speak, so they kiss up to and praise Trump. There's also a plot mocking Trump's CBS lawsuit where in the show, Trump sues the town of South Park for criticizing him, and then Jesus comes to town to warn them about Trump's abuses of power.
It's Jesus!
Just shut up, or we're going to get canceled, you idiots.
And those two scenes are pretty much all that we actually can show you.
There's some more. There's some more.
That's all.
Jesus is in the schools. He's in the schools.
It's this whole thing about like he's trying to enforce Christianity on the country, but he's like the least Christian person in the world.
Then they show Trump at a pool where it's singing a song where they're going, "Christ makes money, Christ makes money.
Christ makes the money. Christ makes the money. Christ makes the money."
The character who is known as PC Principal, who was introduced a few years back.
The PC principal guy becomes like the Christian principal guy. Like he changes and becomes super Christian.
And Mr. Marsh, if you don't accept Christ, then I'm going to have to expel you.
Has rebranded as Power in Christ Principal.
This is 2025, okay? And not much is illegal.
And like the whole country changed. Everybody's fucking pissed off. Everybody hates Trump.
The episode, the character that is the Donald Trump character climbs into bed with Satan, and they have a conversation.
It's weird that whenever it comes up, you just tell everyone to relax.
I'm not telling everyone to relax. Relax, guy.
No, I need counseling.
He's like, in the show, Trump is having sex with Satan.
The president was depicted in the premiere of this new season of South Park in basically the same way that Saddam Hussein was way back in the South Park movie.
From the 1999 movie South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Amazing name.
Remember when they had the movie with Saddam Hussein?
Yes.
And Saddam Hussein was in a gay relationship with Satan?
Who's my cream puff?
I am.
That's my buddy.
In that film, Satan was dating Saddam Hussein. So that's who he was referencing.
I love you.
And in that conversation, the Satan alludes to how Donald Trump reminds him of a former boyfriend he had.
You remind me more and more of this other guy I used to date. Like, a lot.
That was a video of Donald Trump in bed with Satan.
He's a small-minded, angry little guy who is literally in a sexual relationship with Saddam Hussein.
And so they were equating Donald Trump and Saddam Hussein and making it clear that they see him as just a two-bit dictator.
They've literally put Donald Trump into this same exact position.
He's like the new Saddam Hussein. Like they give him like the Saddam Hussein voice that they used for the Saddam character back in the day.
They gave him kind of a flappy head and a funny voice and had him in bed with Satan.
It's the same joke they made about Saddam.
Yeah.
Who's my cream puff? I love you. That's my buddy.
Is it... The Epstein thing is so crazy.
Another random bitch commented on my Instagram that you're on the Epstein list.
Like, and him saying, like, what do you care? Why does everybody care about Epstein? Like,
The Epstein list? Are we still talking about that?
Well, are you on the list or not?
Having Trump just shake around a tiny wiener and try to bang Satan, it was literally just Saddam Hussein.
I think I was accused of that in 7th grade of having a tiny wiener and trying to bang Satan too.
The episode ignited a firestorm of activity for its boldness and relevance to our current political moment.
It's Matt Stone and Trey Parker, everybody. Come on.
Appearing at Comic-Con the next day, South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone expressed remorse for their actions.
Did you anticipate the reaction today? Have you been following it? What do you make of it?
We're terribly sorry.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Besides orange pilling Satan every night, the bigger picture took shape.
And that is the definition of blowback.
And the whole point of the episode is to capture the vibe shift.
People say they owe the president nothing. We aren't going to be told what to do by anyone.
Of how the person who is telling you what you can and cannot say has gone from, you know, again, kind of the woke left, whatever, you know, the PC principle type, to now the woke right.
We all know the woke stuff went too far, but the answer isn't going too far the other way.
Right? It's the folks on the right who say, you can't say this about Donald Trump, he'll sue you.
More and more citizens are uniting in solidarity against what they call the president's oppression.
He threatens lawsuits. He says, I'm going to sue you for $5 billion. You can't say that about me. You can't say that about me.
Then I'm gonna sue your whole town. You got that? $5 billion.
On the heels of Trump suing CBS/Paramount, Colbert getting canceled for criticizing their settlement/bribe, and Matt and Trey signing a historically massive contract with Paramount, they're basically daring the President of the United States to sue them.
Trump has sued the town and a settlement is reached, and part of that settlement is the town has to produce pro-Trump TV ads.
Then it showed an AI version of him naked, struggling to walk through a desert.
And, well, viewer discretion is advised.
Who walked through the desert for you?
Who survived the wilderness and gave the ultimate sacrifice? When things heat up, who will deliver this presentation?
Trump. No matter how hot it gets.
AI video of Trump, total nudity.
Correct.
Like full frontal.
The ad keeps going like that. The clothes keep coming off.
He's not afraid to fight for America.
And you watch him walking buck naked to the desert, and then he stares at his penis for like 30 seconds.
They are baiting our president into responding to a cartoon. And You know he will.
They know that they're rolling the dice with just being fired on the fucking spot here. If you're a Paramount executive and you're watching this, you're going, oh no, because they worked so hard to try to.
It was particularly gruesome, and it was their statement there. But again, you look at this, and again.
Colbert gets canceled because they were spending $40-50 million a year on anti-Trump commentary.
Here, give Trump $16 million. Maybe that'll fucking appease him. Okay, we'll fire Colbert.
When CBS caved the other day and paid a $16 million settlement for Donald Trump's frivolous lawsuit about the idea that CBS had misleadingly cut Kamala Harris's interview before the 2024 election, what they probably were doing was simply greasing the skids so that Trump couldn't hold that over their heads. They basically made that problem go away for $16 million, which in an $8 billion merger is, lunch money. So they did that, and they also said that they were not going to renew Stephen Colbert's contract, and Stephen Colbert is a comedian.
The context here is that Paramount just cut a $1.5 billion deal with Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
50 episodes, $1.5 billion.
They got what is classically known in showbiz as FU money.
$30 million an episode. Think about that. $30 million an episode, Tim.
They're standing up to Trump, and they're risking, in many respects, we don't know what the context of their agreement is with Paramount.
Whereas South Park, the LA Times says, is one of the most lucrative television series in the world. This $1.5 billion deal that Paramount inked, you can get away with a lot if you're making money for your shareholders.
And of course, Paramount is the parent company of CBS, which just fired the guy who was losing $40 million. So it's nice to have a little cash in the bag so that we can get more of the poop thing from South Park and the tranny teacher.
But let's look at what else Skydance agreed to in getting this merger approved. Comprehensive review of CBS, install an ombudsman for complaints of bias, make changes to ensure viewpoint diversity, and eliminate all DEI policies at Paramount. I mean, the DEI piece is something we've seen across the board, right? Pressure on universities, for instance, law firms, and now a major media group here.
It's showing a lot more courage than we've seen from places like you mentioned, like Columbia or law firms or frankly, Paramount itself in trying to essentially appease Trump so that they get this FCC green light for this deal.
The Trump administration now and their willingness to pull the levers of power to influence every single aspect of our society, to make corporate boardroom decisions when used to be good conservatives said we should stay out of the boardroom, to make academic freedom decisions, and doing it in a way that so many companies, so many institutions feel like they have no choice but to bend the knee. And that puts us in a very dangerous problem.
We're living in a nascent authoritarian state. You're seeing people being intimidated. You're seeing the level of corruption just play out nakedly. I mean, you mentioned earlier, Donald Trump's former defense attorney is going to negotiate a deal with Ghislaine Maxwell. I mean, it's just absurd.
When Kash Patel was on here and he was like, there's nothing. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
My thought was, and people are like, why didn't you push back more? My thought was like, I'm just going to put this out there and let the internet do its work. The guy's saying there's no tapes, there's no video. That doesn't make any sense. Everyone knows it doesn't make any sense. Where it showed that he had 3 broken bones in his neck, which never happens. A leap from somewhere with a rope around your neck and it snaps your neck. And the film has a fucking minute missing from it.
Yeah.
Like, do you think we're babies? Like, what is this?
But it is what an authoritarian country and society is. And, it's not hard to find people who say, like, I'm flying out of the country. I'm not sure if I should strip my phone of critiques of Donald Trump. I mean, this is something that, 15 years ago, we would have joked about. And thought impossible, but it's not hard to find those people around who are legitimately starting to edit and censor themselves on a daily basis because of this regime.
Why do people like Joe? Because he's edgy. He's off the cuff. He'll say things you're not allowed to say.
Well, remember when they did the
guarantee
gay
you.
teacher where he had a whore off with Paris Hilton? He stuffed her up his ass.
It's such a classic thing about comedy and like making fun of the leader of the country. You know, that's what being a free society is. It's like, if you're not in a free society, then you can't have people making fun of the leader of the country. God bless the folks at South Park for like reaffirming that fundamental right.
Listen, the president, I think we could say, has thin skin, right? And jokes that used to be leveled at presidents, sometimes irreverent, they just say, forget about it. He doesn't, right? And almost makes them bigger than what they would be otherwise.
You know, they make him small, like they
Right,
literally
yeah.
in terms of his manhood, but
And in terms of his stature, everything.
and that I think is a very effective way actually to deal with him.
Of course,
rather than the like, you know, all powerful, and he's clearly desperate. Like even in this allusion to, maybe he was the one that got Colbert fired. Like he's desperate to appear larger than life and like this giant strongman persona. He loves that. And so, you know, the efforts to sort of just mock him and belittle him and make him small, I think are also some of the more effective and probably more galling political mockery for Trump.
It's refreshing to see someone not bend the knee, as we've seen time and time again, not just with this administration, but plenty of other, governments and politicians that try to consolidate power. When you cave once, that never really saves you. And so I think, Matt Stone and Trey Parker are setting an example, and that rocks. Good for them.
I mean, you can pay me now, or you can pay me later. It's, you say that was Midas, I was correct. It's from oil filters from the 1970s. But
Mika's work husband is correct. That slogan was not Midas Automotive Services and Products, but in fact from parts maker Fram, which began using the memorable phrase in 1971.
You can pay me now or pay me later.
Season 27, Episode 1, Sermon on the Mount, is an important defense of the alleged freedom Americans take for granted, ensuring that one of the battlegrounds for free speech will be the president's tiny little weak, weird, stinky penis. It has tormented him, everyone he raped and assaulted, and now haunts us all. Freedom is not just about what you can do, it's about what you shouldn't have to do. And one of those, like clearing political statements or images from your phone before crossing a border, is think about the president's fucking dick.